Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here for Mr. Topstep with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, we're looking at a daily chart of the ES. We had some good data out of China last night. I always take China data with a grain of salt, but they bought it, and we're seeing some follow-through. The ECB was unchanged earlier this morning, and the Draghi presser is about to start or has already started, and we'll see what that does to the tape. But the reality is this. It looks like we need to go see 1468 at this point because there's a bid here, and I talked a few days ago about there being just the absence of kind of a catalyst vacuum. You've got no headline minefield right now, at least out of DC. They're not even in session. They haven't been in session since Friday, so they're not even working right now. I mean, they're working, but they're not working. Then Europe's pretty quiet. We'll see what today brings, and we're just getting revved up with earnings, and we'll see how that goes. So right now there just really isn't anything to move it. And I've said before, and I'll say again, in the absence of news, we're going to drift higher. There's a positive bias in the market, and in the absence of news, we're going to drift higher, at least for now. So I think we certainly will test 1463 today. I mean, we've essentially already done that. The Globex high is 1462 quarter. If 1462 quarter is the high, then that plays into the bear's hands because you're going to have a lower high. We'll see how that goes. But I think what is probably more likely is a trip up to 1468 to test this high from back in September, and that will either establish that as a double top and lead to a drift lower, or we'll go up and make a new high. We'll have to see what happens when we get there, but it seems more and more likely that we're headed up there. So how does that affect somebody like me who swings short? This is why when you're swing trading, you stay small, you add slow, and you take profits when you can. Okay? Each of the last 2 out of the last 3 days has afforded opportunities to take profits of 6-7 handles. That's why you do that. So when you're sitting here back with back up at 1461, 1462, you're not just banging your head on the wall. Live financial news. Initial claims is out. 371 versus 365. Tape doesn't really care. Okay. And that's really the biggest piece of news today. I think we've got wholesale trade at 10 o'clock. But what I was saying was the reason you take profits on days like that is so when you get up into situations like this, you're not saying, oh, man, I just round-tripped 16, 17 handles. Because you will feel very bad about yourself, and you will freak out of your position if you don't take profits when you can. If you're going all in on a swing trade and you're saying to yourself, I'm just going to hold this until the middle band, I don't care how long it takes, that never works. Nobody does that. The only way you do that is if you throw your computer out the window and come back in a couple of months. And that's just not, it's not a practical way to trade. Not for individual traders like us. So you have to take profits when you can in order to bank that profit because this is your business, and to stay sane when the market moves against you, and doesn't quite act on your personal time frame, which the market doesn't really care about. So that's where we are. So I'm looking at 63, then 68 on the upside. On the downside, the bulls absolutely have to hold 1450. If they don't, then that will open up 46 again. And if we go down to 46 again, I would expect a bounce back up to 50 and then a move down to 43 and 38. So 1450 is big as far as support is concerned. You've also got double pivots today down at 1454 to 1455 daily and 3-day. So if we pop off the open and sell off, look at 44.55 as an area of support. Okay, everybody have a fantastic day. Mike Vacchi, Princeton Trader from Mr. Topstep. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well, everybody.